Hi boys and girls. Since it's Holy Week, we're going to draw a cross together. I love to draw this cross. I could draw it on just about anything. For example, this is on a rock, which is kind of shaped like an egg, very fitting for Easter. I've taken my marker and turned it into watercolor, which I'm going to show you how to do that at the end of this little lesson. You could make a card out of your cross. You could do all sorts of designs and doodles. This is actually drawn on top of a prayer. I washed it with white paint, just a really light layer, and let it dry, and then I drew my cross on top of it. So I'm excited to see what you guys do your crosses on and how you make them look special and remind you of Easter. You could use a ruler if you're concerned about having straight lines, and you could certainly start with a pencil as well. I am going to start with a darker color washable marker. This is just a little Crayola pipsqueak. I'm drawing a long line down the center, and about a fourth of the way in, I'm doing a cross here to make my cross shape. After I have my cross shape, I'm going to do 4 dots that surround the center of the cross. It almost makes a square shape. And then I'm going to make a V shape at the ends of the lines of the cross. And next, I'm going to connect the tip of this line to my dot. And I'm going to go all the way around and do that for each line. This is where you could also use a ruler if you were concerned about making your lines straight. This cross is very long at the bottom. Okay, next you're going to have a shape that looks like this. I am going to go around and connect these lines so I have a triangle shape. And this is starting to look like a 3D object. And the last part I'm going to do are my lines in the middle. And so you can see where it looks like this cross is popping off of the paper. Okay, now I'm going to shade this in. So if we pretend that the sun or light is hitting the cross this way, this is where our shadows will fall. I just took another washable marker. It's a lighter color of what I was using. So that would be a tint for those of you that we were talking about tints and shades. I'm just going to go around where the light wouldn't necessarily touch. Okay, and then I can take a brush, any brush at all, dip it in my water, and just kind of start to paint over my lines. I'm going to paint over the marker first. You see how that's just transforming the marker almost into a paint or a solid? It's pretty cool. So I'm going to do all the way around, and then if you wanted to, you could go back into your areas that were light if you wanted to keep going. You just got to be really careful because this is going to make your cross all the same color, which is okay. I think it actually looks really pretty like that. Okay, there you go, guys. This is my favorite way to draw a cross. I cannot wait to see what you do with yours. Happy Easter. Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to dye Easter eggs without actually using dye. You need some hard-boiled eggs. These are from our chickens, so hopefully you have some. The white eggs will work great. A plastic bag, some washable markers, not Sharpies or anything like that, a damp paper towel, and maybe some water. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is open up your Ziploc baggie, and you're going to cut the edges right here and peel it apart to where you have 2 sides of plastic baggie. So I'm going to take my washable markers and I am just going to draw designs, or really just blobs, all over this bag. Now I'm using some of the darker colors because the light ones don't show up as well, but you could certainly use yellows and light pinks and all of that. Okay, so after you get some marker designs on your baggie, you want to make sure your egg is a little bit damp. So you could either wipe it with a damp paper towel, or you could kind of dip it in some water and make sure it just has a little bit of water on it. Okay, then I'm going to take the bag in my hand, just like this, place your egg like so, and kind of just wrap it around. And you don't want to go too much with all of your crazy mixing, because what happens when we mix all of our colors together, you guys know, it makes brown. But look how beautiful this egg came out with just a little bit of washable marker, a plastic bag, and some water. So pretty. I cannot wait to see what you create, and I hope you have a very, very happy Easter with your families.